is Jean Brennan. I am a paramedic. I've been a paramedic for 22 years. I've been an EMT, which is the step before, for 28 years. I just love it. I started with it in college as a volunteer EMT on our campus-based ambulance, and I loved it. And I went on and I became a paramedic, and I loved it, and I really had a great career, and I enjoyed it. I worked 20 years in New York City, and I was there for 9/11, and I was working as a supervisor that day in Brooklyn. The interesting thing about 9/11 is that it reminded me that we don't have tomorrow guaranteed to us. So I was kind of dabbling in school before that. I loved being a paramedic, but I knew there was more out there. I knew I wanted to do more things in my life. I didn't really know what I wanted to do. So I was dabbling in school. I was taking one class here and one class there, and it wasn't adding up to anything because I wasn't really committed to it. And by the end of that month, I was actually in school full-time, registered, no excuses, let's just do this. And I was actually registered for acupuncture school. I became a licensed acupuncturist. I love it. I moved to Arizona to open my business. And I was working as a paramedic and working as an acupuncturist. And I really couldn't combine the two. And I really wanted to combine the holistic part I had with the acupuncture with something in the Western medicine field, which I was so familiar with, and you really can't do that as a paramedic. It's really the flip side of the same coin. So I did what I normally do. I go back to school then. If I have a question and I don't have my direction, I start going back to school, and I started thinking before I just started jumping in what I wanted to do. And it took me a long time to realize that nursing and holistic medicine would be a really good match. I don't need a classroom so much. I'm very much self-motivated. I like to read. I did a lot of reading on the ambulance. I worked on a very busy ambulance. We do 24-hour shifts out here in Arizona, and we do stand-up 24s where you don't get a break. You just go to work and you work. There is no resting, there is no downtime, and the harder I worked, the more I studied, because that was very motivating to me. And I thought, wow, okay, let me get my book out. Any opportunity I had. And the best thing about the College Network are those module books, because all you need is one book. Everything is in one place. You don't need 5 books and different chapters and different books and different things. And I would give myself little mini goals for that shift, and then for that week, and the bigger goals for finishing the class. And I would take out that chapter for that shift I did, and I would have to read it. And if I finished it, I would read it again. So if my partner usually drove, so when he was driving, I was reading. If we were going someplace far away or coming back from a hospital, it was a very long way, or we were moving up to another station, I was reading. And that's what motivated me. The 2 things I regret about this is that I didn't do it sooner and I didn't do it faster. Because looking back at it, I could have done both. But it's okay, because I'm here now and I graduated and I'm working as an RN, and it's fabulous.